Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing the solid color challenge again, and I spun for it again. I think I'm just doing it like that all the time. It's just more fun. Of course, if I spin the number combination that I already had, so for example here I also spun a just combination of the number for the color and the number for the lot that I just already had done, and it would be like silly to do something that I've already done before again before I did all the other things. So of course then I spin again for the color or for the lot. It depends on what I just want to change in that instance, and then I actually go and do it, whatever I spun. And this time I spun for pink and library, so yeah, I'm going to do that. And as you can see, I am basically finished with the shell, and it's like I use platforms, so there's like a slight staircase to the front. And now I'm in the bathrooms because those are usually requirements for every lot type except like the generic, the residential, and the national park lot types. But honestly, residential you still need a bathroom, and generic and national park, of course, there you can disregard it, but those are just two types in like a lot of them. I think there's 12 or 10, 10 or 12 different lot types, which are quite a lot. So yeah, that's what I get to decide on. And as you can see, I'm almost finished with the toilet area. I just need to color it in later. But at the moment I am doing the like library part with the bookcases, and I decided that I wanted it to be like a real wall of bookcases. And because you only have two different ones for the color pink, I decided to make it into like a house, because the bookcases that I chose are of course toddler bookcases. Those are the only two options, and I chose the one that has like straight sides and stacks okay on top of another. I think it looks really cool how I did it. I'm actually quite proud how it turned out, and I really wanted to copy it to the other side, but when I tried, for some reason, it deleted some of the bookcases, and I thought, okay, later I will just do it again. But at the moment, I was like too lazy to do it again right now, so I decided to move on to the chairs, and I put down a bunch of those like animal looking chairs that I really like, and then I moved on to some like adult lounge chairs as well. And because there are no pink stairs, I needed to use letters because that letter is clearly pink, even though it's not classified as pink. But in this instance, I decided to cheat a little bit because I think that looks pink, it's just not classified, so I was fine with it. And then, yeah, and in those areas, I didn't put any toddler things down because I don't think they can move up the ladder. I'm not sure. I haven't actually tried it any time. And as you can see in those two corners, I did like a tower of different like nightstands just because I thought it would look really cool. And I do recognize that it's a little bit ridiculous. Same with the like wall of bookcases. How are you ever going to get up there and grab a book? But I thought it would still look cool. And maybe there's a ladder that you don't see, but yeah, I just didn't really care. I thought it looked cool and I really wanted to do it, so I just did it. And then I put down a bunch of paintings and wall decorations to make it look more natural or just funner for the children, because honestly this is like a library for smaller children, because it would be weird to be anything else, except for those 2 areas where you go up to with a ladder, because of course toddlers can't get up there. But I think still it looks really cool, and yeah, I was actually quite proud of the idea with the wall of bookcases. I think that is actually something that's really, really cool. And I also think like the whole idea with the animal chairs is cool and so on. So yeah, I really liked building this library, even though it was annoying that I needed to do 2 walls that are basically the same twice, because I couldn't really copy it easily. But that's just how it went. And as you can see, now I'm finished with the second wall. I didn't think I put any more books down, but I think they are enough, those 2 walls. And as I already said, I think it looks really cool. I'm not sure if the bookcases are functional, if they are stacked on top of another, so that's why I taper off to the sides, and 1 bookcase at least is like standing alone. So even if they can't use anything else, they can use this 1 bookcase, so it's still fine to do. And then I played around with a little bit of those lighting choices, because I had like glass roofs, like domes, on top of the octagonally shaped spaces on the left down corner and the upper right corner. So I couldn't put any ceiling light there, so I needed to do something else, so that's what I did. And then I put down a bunch of windows and I stacked them on top of another as well, because that's really cool that we are able to do it without it glitching, and I think it actually looks really cool. And then I went out front and I put down some walls, some half walls for the stairs, and as you can see, the space up front is 4 tile wide, and that was perfect for like 2 sets of those floorings, so it looks really cool, I think, and it fit really well. And then I went on and started to paint all the walls, and I was really subtle with most of the walls, but I decided those like octagonally shaped spaces that with a dome on top of them, they would be like a deeper color, just because I could, and I think it looks really cool and interesting with a contrast like that. Then I went to the landscaping, and at first I put down the tree right in front of the build, but I thought that blocked too much of the whole thing, and it also didn't really fit well or easily, so I moved it to the side more. And then I moved back inside and I put down a bunch of plants as well on those side tables that I had. And I also scrolled through the whole menu that I had and searched for other things that I could put down. For example, those teddy bears. They made a lot of sense, so they are good for decoration and also partly for like the communications skill for the toddlers. And I also needed something to put on those shelves. I hadn't put anything down there yet because nothing would slot there. Then I was finished. Now you can see some screenshots of the build. I hope you like it. You can download it from the gallery. My ID is TGGSims, same as my YouTube channel name. I also hope that you liked the video and will consider pressing the thumbs up button and subscribing. Thanks very much for watching and have a great week. Bye!